Bro, it's clear as
Hello,
throat.
guys. I'm here from the SCC staff. We're here interviewing Mal, Messiah, and Skele, coming off of their round 2 match, where it was a very close match. These competitors definitely, their hearts are definitely racing.
I don't know about close, but
I would say it was
I
fairly
know
close.
about close.
Laser was close.
Laser was close.
Yeah.
I think Mal might have won that.
yeah, I could definitely check my touches, but other than laser, like you definitely won the rest. I'd say like it's 4-1, perhaps.
And Daisy actually made that guess at the start. He was like, "This is gonna be 4-1 Skelly."
Damn, John.
Well,
Just
that's pretty
I'm
easy to
kind of
get.
like that.
Final destination type. But
hey, so let's all start off by rating our performances out of
Bad.
10. So like a 3 or 2.
Yeah. Well, I was fine with melodical until the very end.
I'd say I was like I only give myself like a 4 because I hit TRB.
I only hit
What?
TRB twice. That's bad.
Yeah, but I didn't safety it though because
Walked on
I'm
honey.
sure you were worried about. I'm sure you were worried about me safetying TRB, but like that's like a Mickey Mouse when that happens.
I was just playing with you.
Oh, nice.
I mean,
all right.
I would rate Skele's performance. Honestly, I'd rate both your performances a solid like 6.
Yeah, 6 or a
Even though
7, honestly.
it was kind of inconsistent, the times were very good.
Very good.
Well, besides for honey, yeah, honey was like the most. It was probably like the most upsetting thing that you could have
Oh yeah.
like 15-4 in practice, and then
Well,
just.
Oh, the first 2 runs, I got a B3 that just launched me off the edge. So that was fun.
I know.
Skele, you have such an attractive voice.
Okay, mute Noah. Just for like a few minutes.
Server mute.
I'm turning him down.
Yep, same.
Okay. All
Bro,
right.
Daisy, you have the power to server mute. Okay.
He just comes in loud as hell.
Oh, he's gone.
Hi.
Bye.
So
Okay, so 6. That's pretty generous. What about you, Gavin? What do you rate it?
Rate what?
Both of our performances.
Like a 6. Like fairly, you guys had really good times. Like there was nothing bad. We saw a few like pretty much STC records. We saw one on TRB. We basically saw one on Honey, if you can consider a practice round the record, but probably not. But like fairly, we saw like some crazy good fucking times. Not even like even who cares honestly? Like both of you did really well, and Mal, for you to go up against Skelly, I think you performed fairly well, honestly. Like,
Yeah, you did good.
yeah.
On the times, yeah, consistency, hell no. And I'll explain why later. Okay, so any other questions?
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I have a personal thing for Skelly. What was your what were your thoughts on like your best times that you did? What were your thoughts on like Honey 15-4, and then what were your thoughts on your 32-2
It was just funny because that's like my second 15-4 that I've done with the new strat. Because I just got the B3 out of the blue, but you know.
Wait, real quick. Can we do the thing where we just like ask each other like what our thoughts were from all the maps 1 to 5? Because that's a good run. All right, Skelly, you go first. Laser to melodical. What was going through your head?
Laser was pretty bad because I had a hand spasm on the whatever round that was. So I lost like a decent run. I guess the rest was fine, but like I suck at laser anyway, so It's not that big of a deal. Honey, I just got really unlucky in the first two, and so I had to play it somewhat safe. I don't know how I got that 15-8, but whatever. And then we don't even talk about the fluke 15-4. What was the third map? Oh yeah, Autumn. I was really bad at Autumn. I haven't played that map in a while, but I got like 2.0s that probably would have been 0.9s if they weren't and lag and whatever. So I was fine with that. TRB, I completely bombed that. I should have made the pixel more than 2 out of 5, but that's at the end of the day, it's whatever.
What
I got
about
a
when I
point two,
what,
so.
what about when I hit pixel? Because you practiced with me a lot and you saw my pixel consistency.
Yeah. I mean, that 0.3 was good.
Yeah, definitely 0.2 touch for sure.
Yeah. And then melodical,
Yeah,
was fine.
The 42.6.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. What happened?
Yeah, I
He
had like
lagged
0.4
so
and
bad.
lag. I had like
Yeah.
0.4 and lag. It's fine. It's chill. And then I had start lag too in one of the runs, and you were just on my screen the entire time. But
Because of lag.
yeah, I had start lag. That was like the 0.4 or whatever. I had like 0.2 start lag, and you were just on my screen the entire.
Damn, I thought it was because of movement, but clearly I thought wrong. Okay, anyways. So my rundown, I certainly had a lot of thoughts going through my head. Laser tag, I don't know how good it looked. I'm sure it looked decent from a third person
You
view.
definitely performed better than me, at least
Yeah.
from my perspective.
At least from what we saw too. You were ahead of Skele a good amount of times, and you basically got first. I don't know how well the timing system is, but comparably, you had more low 22.9s than Skelly got low 22.9s, at least from what we saw on the leaderboard.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely touched 0.8 for sure. I could see the end lag. But yeah, so like I said, I'm sure from a third person perspective it looked decent, but my runs were actually kind of a little bit shaky. They weren't perfect. They weren't like a freaking DG runs. Like my movement was not like at all on that map. And
The DD Glazer.
Ain't no way.
yeah, but I definitely touched 0.8, so I'm not too mad about that. Then came Honey. Well, I didn't practice. I didn't get enough practice on that, and I tried to get B3, but my B3 consistency is just terrible, so I didn't even bother going for it. Then when the actual round started, I mean, you saw what happened. I think I bounced on the ladder once or twice, and I got a 16-0, which was all right, probably 0.9 touch. And then I just should have focused on finishing consistently, but I stopped jumping. I stopped doing the first jump to the ladder because I was afraid of bouncing because that just keeps happening to me. So I did that, but I clearly lost like
Were you
freaking
using
0.2.
superhero?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I just always bounce on that for some reason. So yeah, but I feel like I actually no, I don't know if I could have won Honey because of Skelly's 15-8, but I could have at least maybe tied it up. Who knows? Now Autumn was where I just got completely demoralized because of that because of the Skelly jump.
Yeah,
I
30
practiced Autumn. I practiced Autumn for like about 20 minutes before the tournament, and I was so damn consistent at it. But then just something happens with that Skelly jump, and it just. So yeah, when that happened to me, I was just completely demoralized, and that's where I just like kind of stopped caring about winning and being consistent. So I was just kind of playing for fun. I mean, I was still trying, but I wasn't sweating like I usually do in tourneys. So that was when I just said, "Fuck it." Excuse my language. And then at TRB, I mean, we saw what happened on TRB. I'm just really happy I hit that pixel. That's the only redeemable thing I did in this match. That was pretty high. And then melodical. Melodical was it was just like Autumn because I knew I could have beat Skele at that map, but I just because of my mindset, I just wasn't really focusing on consistency. And it's funny because last night, Skele and I practiced melodical for about 30 minutes, and Gavin was there, and I was consistently beating him. But just because of everything that happened, I screwed up. So obviously, yeah, I'm not happy about my performance, but I'm happy that we both put on a pretty exciting match because I'm sure that it was one of the most entertaining SR tourney matches ever. So yeah, I hope I predict Skele to beat Marbles, and I actually predict Skele to win the tourney.
Interesting.
Wow.
I think there was 2 points in the tourney where I laughed really hard. The first one was the melodical thing. The random 42.6. It looked way goofier on the stream
Oh
I did.
yeah, no,
'cause
it looked very bad on my screen as well.
you just like freezed in midair for like 0.1.
Yep.
You moved again, you
Yep.
freezed in midair again, and then you just teleported to the end zone. Oh my god, why can't I think? Okay, you know what? I'm brain farting, but I'll think of it after. But does that wrap it up for the questions? I think.
I'm gonna have like maybe 1 or 2 things to talk about.
All right. Well,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so on Autumn, I was just so pissed. But the thing is that I want this to like set an example for other SR players who might have tourneys that don't go their way. Just like if you mess up, like it could happen to anyone, regardless of how high you are in Lunar Fate. It happens to the best of us. So if you just fuck up a tournament and know you're not gonna win, just keep playing, bro. Like at the end of the day, it is for fun. Yes, we do want to compete, but sometimes you just gotta sit back and just play for fun. Don't be a Vegeta. Don't get mad. Don't refuse to do the rest of your rounds.
Yeah,
Like
Gavin Gamer.
respect the
Okay, Skele.
respect the game. But I mean, yeah, that's it. I look forward to playing in the next tournament this month. Definitely got to redeem myself, and I definitely did need that because I was just really confident when it came to tournaments, and now I know that mess ups could happen to anyone, and I practiced wrong because when I was practicing, I was purely focusing on getting good times, and I just didn't focus on consistency. Because in the other tournaments, all I did was like practice 5 rounds of each map in a row and just strictly focused on my consistency. That's what I did with VEG. That's what I did with NHL. This one I didn't do it, and yeah, it clearly paid off. I just wasn't consistent, and I'm known for being a consistent player. So yeah, that's all I have to say though. It was a very fun match. So GG to Skele. And anything else?
I think that honestly wraps it up. I was more interested to hear your guys' point of view. I didn't really have much to add, honestly. I think that was well spoken.
I have
Yeah,
one question to ask Skele.
Okay.
Yo.
How are you feeling on your next match against Marbles? How are you gonna prepare for that?
Well, I don't know what are we doing, R15 or
No.
No,
Arthro?
Yeah.
What are the maps?
That's an SEC announcement, dude.
bro.
A lot that I haven't really played much, so that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
That's
I don't
fair.
think it'll be as easy as some people are thinking,
Oh yeah.
but I'll leave it
Unless
at that.
okay, let me just say fixed Arthro might not be the right path. Do not do what I did where I listened to the wrong I played with fixed Arthro and it didn't go well, so you have a chat with Marbles about that and see what the whole dealio it is. But
Well, fixed Arthro would actually be fine for all of these
okay, yeah, but
because
the
there's no
maps that
real
I played,
animation.
okay,
Just use like fat. Just use like fat 2021 Arthur. It should be fine.
yeah.
No.
Also one last question for me before I actually end off. So I just want to know like what did it look like from a third person perspective, strictly in movement, like not talking about the consistency. Like what maps did I pull ahead of Skele in movement? What did he pull ahead of me? And when we actually got good runs, I'm really curious.
Okay, so for laser, definitely Mal was ahead,
Yeah.
if not a good majority, more or less actually at the beginning. Skele, I Skele's
I
steams.
don't
One of
know how to steam on the slope because I don't play that map in Arthro.
Yeah, so the steams is where Mal gained ahead, strictly on that one. Then for Honey, The funny thing, it was actually like a roller coaster. So you guys would be tied up to the first ladder. Skele would do well, disregarding the two failed attempts at the start.
Yeah.
What would happen is Skele would like jump in, but like he'd have so much momentum he'd just slide to the middle of the ladder,
hmm
and then he'd be behind, but then he'd gain time by getting the B3. So it was a weird roller coaster.
Interesting.
And then for TRB,
Autumn,
uh
autumn.
oh, Autumn, yeah. For Autumn, there's not really much I can say because of the DNFs, but at least for the first few rounds, um I know Skelly was ahead on the first one and then Mal was ahead on the second. It wasn't very considerable, maybe like a .1 difference, but honestly, like fairly matched up. It probably would have been about like not the same as Laser, but definitely close. TRB was was interesting because Skelly had a better beginning than you, Mal,
Yeah, I
on
know.
most of the time. And then basically everything would crumble at the pixel, but that we all know that. And then melodical, Skelly actually did the symbols better than you do. So you
I
know
know.
how
I always
you go
comes.
left
He
side.
always comes on my screen. He always comes on my screen at that part, and I just don't know what to do
Yeah.
about it.
The way you do that is actually you steam early. You don't actually you actually steam off those symbols and you steam early.
So, yeah, I
And
never
you gain time.
never didn't know that. I'm terrible at steaming early. That's why I failed TRB a lot because I just
No,
can't steam.
you literally just jump instantly. You can just steam like as soon as you land. It's not really that it's not you don't gotta do all that.
So I was ahead. Was I ahead? Like, was I ahead of
Oh,
Skilly at the beginning in Melodico?
yes, you were. You were ahead up until like the rainbow xylophone, and then he pulled ahead on you at the CD. You
Yeah.
spent no time on that CD. You jumped right off.
That was like just like everyone was at like a .1 gain for Skele.
Yeah, he gained like .1,
Damn it.
.2. It was bad.
I knew that was gonna happen if I didn't prepare properly. So I just played the map quite a bit, and it just shows how bad I am at just like learning strats. That's why I need to be trained on some maps. But I didn't really want to ask like a lot of people for advice because that's a little bit cheap.
No, it's fine.
I don't.
I could help out anybody if anybody needs help.
Really?
I'm not for you, John.
You do
Sorry.
not need training. You do not need help.
You
Jason.
do not need training.
I mean, I did ask Gavin once, and we joined a VC, and he like I like told him to watch my run, and then he started playing, and Skelly was beating him at Melodical, so he just got mad. So I didn't really receive any help on Melodical.
Is that actually what happened?
Yeah, I got
Sorry about
upset at
that.
you and I just left. No, because okay, after the fact, I played some more melodical today and I was able to get 2.0s in a row. So I think I redeemed myself just a little bit.
And I just got a
don't
point.
think I've gotten 0.9 yet, though.
Yeah, I've gotten a
Yeah.
last frame .9 touch, but no, I haven't gotten .9 yet.
I actually do want to keep playing Melodical just because it's a fun map, and I like learning maps properly, even though I'm
It's
really
just too
slow at it.
long. It's too long.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Skip this at least.
All right, I'm gonna end off the interview. Thank you for watching. Thank you to these competitors for being interviewees, and I'll see ya
Good
on the flip side.